Hello everyone, KB2Enjoyer here and welcome back to Sprocket. In this episode, I am building the YT14 and this specific episode is special because, as you can see, I am playing with a different version of the game. I was playing with the alpha internal update, which, if you don't know what it is, it's an update which adds interiors and even a lot of stuff that are actually more realistic, like crew members, interior fuel tanks, and without a complete overhaul of the main screen of the game and of the building process. So I had to take a couple of weeks to learn the game now, because it is a big change from the older version I used to play. And speaking about old version, the bad news is that since I have moved to this alpha version, I cannot use the previous tanks I made for testing or for so that means that the only way to use them is that I have to basically I have to load the tanks, the designs, and fix them accordingly to this specific update. So I have to rework them, add the crew members, make sure there's enough space, and etc. So that means that those designs will probably change a lot. Not speaking about speaking about the interiors. So that means that maybe a tank that has 3 crew members is gonna have only 2 of them because there's no space, or a specific stat will be decreased, like speed and mobility. Now, the YT14 is different, is this sort of advantage because I built it from scratch, which means that I don't have to worry to fix stuff because I'm doing it from zero. And the YT14, if you didn't read the title of the video, is an amphibious anti-tank vehicle, or an amphibious tank. That means that this vehicle is specifically designed to cross rivers and small bodies of water. And to do this, in the game there's no water for now, even because there are not all of the scenarios that were in the previous update or the older version of the game. But to make this tank amphibious, I had to make sure that the shape is logically working for crossing bodies of water. That means that the shape of the front has to be made in order that the water does not rise to the engine hatch and to the crew, because if the water rises on the driver, like for example the driver viewing spot, that he's gonna drown. So I don't want that. So if you can see, you'll probably see already, but the shape of the front is kinda high. At least you can see there's this sort of angled shape that makes sure kinda that the water doesn't not rise too much. And then even the tank is small but large to make sure that it doesn't drown in the water. And all of these small details, even though the tank is not big, I should have made it bigger. It still works. It should work theoretically. I didn't test it because there's no water again in this game. But speaking of design, so the tank took me a long time to make, more than usual, I guess. Actually, no, just fine. I was trying to be quick about it because I have to go very soon. Even now, I'm actually recording while I have to leave soon. But the tank is very simple. I try to spend most of the time to design the turret shape. It's an open top tank. That is because I don't know why. Maybe it took less to make, but I think the main reason was that I didn't want to make a massive turret because the weight of the turret is gonna decrease a lot the speed of the tank. So the crew members we have 3 crew members. We have a gunner, loader, and driver. The driver, unfortunately, as you have seen already, he's sitting in a cramped space right next to the engine, which means that if the engine blows up, we have no driver. And also, like, how he's positioned, how he's sitting is not very healthy, but there's not a lot that I can do with that. The rest of the crew members, at the beginning I didn't know how to position them. Well, the gunner, of course, I tried to position them in order to control the gun easily, and the loader was trying to make a lime chill on the side of the turret, but then I realized that the loader could have more tasks because he has to simply load the gun. So I placed a machine gun on top, and I struggle a bit with the positioning of the driver of the loader because I'm not used with this specific version of the game. But at the end, the final result was, I guess, insane compared to other tanks I made in the past because of the huge possibilities of having this update, which I love. And the only issue that I had with this tank was in the design of the turret, specifically the sides, because I did not understand what was the problem. Like, one side was thicker than the other, and I tried to fix it, but at one point I was like, I gave up, so I just tried to make them look as close as possible to each other, and maybe with the excuse that, I don't know, it's a design flaw of the, I don't know, it was built like this quickly. And when I was decorating the tank with decals and the paint, I didn't know exactly what type of nation I wanted the tank to be, because I never, for the past tanks, I never like did nations and countries, but I was like, I have so many decals that I think are perfect for the purposes of this series. So I'm gonna make this tank Soviet tank, because it looks like, at least the chassis looks Soviet to me. The turret maybe looks more like American because of the machine gun, but I mean, it could obviously be a Russian or a Soviet chassis with an American turret, or vice versa, a Lend-Lease. But anyways, it doesn't matter. So just the design is done. Everything was done. I had a lot of fun making it, and I really like this update, and I'm gonna do the next videos with this update. I will try again to fix the previous designs and to make them work on this version, but it will take time. So yeah. Now, speaking of stats, quickly, the tank is not very fast. It's fine. It's early war. In reverse speed, it goes like 6 kilometers per hour, so it's not a lot. The gun has, I think, an 85-90 millimeters of penetration, which is great. Actually, very, very good for this period of time. The armor doesn't now have any armor, basically. So anyways, this is everything for today. I gotta go, but I hope to see you in the next video. KV2 Enjoyer out. Bye.